Story time. This might be kind of a long one, and it's been a while since I've done like a legitimate video. And it's hard to talk about because it was very traumatizing to me, and this might be kind of triggering for other people that have gone through this. But I'm going to tell you a story about the time I lost my mind. I think I was like 27, 26 maybe. I had been through a lot of stuff. I had been through an 8-year-long abusive relationship. At the tail end of it, my grandma got cancer in 5 different places of her body, and I was her caregiver, and I lost her the day after my 23rd birthday. And after that, I had like a really, my best friend I ended up dating, and that didn't work out. And then I got with this girl who was just absolutely horribly narcissistic, abusive person. And so I started losing my mind at the end of that relationship and not processing any of the grief and pain and everything that I had gone through childhood and early adulthood finally hit me. And so I finally, for the first time, went into an institution. And I do think I was like maybe 25 or 26. I don't know. Somewhere around there. Maybe 27. With suicidality as the main worry. And I'm going to call this place out. It's called Centennial Peaks, and it's in Louisville. And this place should have been shut down years ago. So I go in, and they over-medicate me, like, to the point where I could not speak, and I was drooling on myself. They over-medicated me so badly. And so I was in and out of that place for 3 months of my life. And I don't remember those 3 months. The only thing I remember is like my mom came and visited me at one point, and I think she came and visited me every day, but I only remember one time. And I couldn't talk to her because I was just sat there like drooling on myself, and I could not speak. This is how over medicated I was. They had me on everything. And it was a horrible time in my life. Like, I think there's something worse than suicidality, and that is actually fucking losing your mind. And it cut me off. I told you this was going to be kind of a long one. And so what happened was they put me on so many different drugs that interacted with me, and sometimes I wonder if that's why I've got a lot of the health issues and mental stuff going on, like with meds not working with me now and what they do to me now, because they put too much on me. I went into a medication-induced psychosis because they had me. I was taking fistfuls of medication every time I took medication, and I think that was 2 to 3 times a day. But like I said, I don't remember. And people would say like I was out in the middle of like the area where everybody would go in the middle of the night, like dancing on tables and yelling and scream, like doing weird shit that I would never do. And I don't remember any of this. And finally I ended up in another place that was in Boulder, and the doctor was like, "Oh my god, they've got you on too many medications." So she started taking me off all these meds, and then what do you know, all of a sudden I was okay. So when people or doctors ask me, "Are you feeling suicidal?" I always think to myself, there is something worse out there that is way worse than that. And that is losing your mind and having no fucking control over it, and nobody listening to you and nobody fucking helping. Fast forward to, I've got my oldest cousin that is younger than me, but I'm the oldest out of all my cousins, and she's going through the same thing right now, and she has been, and I think she's over medicated, and my uncle loves it, and he wants to over medicate me like that. Like, he's trying to get me into an institution because there's something wrong with me, but you can't cure fucking autism. Anyhow, I think he loves it because he has full control and she can't use her voice because she's too goddamn drugged up out of her fucking mind. And there are people out there that do this to other people and make them lose their minds intentionally. And all of this kind of comes full circle to now. Because I swear to God, that is what the government's whole purpose is right now. This is my opinion, blah, blah, blah. They are trying to make us lose our fucking minds so we can't think for our goddamn selves. And don't let them. Don't let them. Also, there's something seriously fucked up about psych medication, and I hate that shit to this day. And I always worry in the back of my mind that I'm going to lose my mind again. That was the worst time in my entire fucking life. And lately, my mental health has really deteriorated, and I've been terrified that I'm going to lose my fucking mind again. But then I remember, man, it cut me off again. But then I remember that was all medication-induced psychosis. And psychosis is no fucking joke. And I wouldn't wish that upon anybody.